Oh, sounds good, man. I'll check it out. Awesome. Thanks for coming, Birdie. Thanks for coming again. Right, guys, might as well start now talking a little bit about where I've come from, what I've done. Because it's not the most exciting, but it will at least lets you know who I am. You feel, I think if you know exactly who I am, big open heart, then yeah, it is what it is. Thanks for popping in again, Sausage. Appreciate you, man. Once upon a time. That's a good one, Mum. Yeah, once upon a time. So, Luke, as you all know me, hopefully now, so most of you know my name. Yeah, Luke, I am 29 years old now. Nearly at the big 3-0, which I'm actually really excited about, believe it or not. I think my 30s to my 40s are going to be my best years. I think it's when I'm going to do my best work, should I say. But yeah, I'm from the Midlands in the UK, a small town called Coleshill. If Dom Maximo is in here, he will know exactly where that is. Luke Anthony Horton. Sorry, mother. How dare I? Yeah, do correct me if I go wrong. Oh, I do love you, Mum. Shout out to mother. Everyone say hello to mother. Darnie's here. He must know Coleshill. He must know Coleshill. But yeah, I'm from Coleshill originally, so born and bred. I'm sure I was born in the what's it called, Mum? Come on, help me out. Love you, Mum. Love you. The heart place, the heart hospital, British Heart Hospital. I can't remember. Birmingham Children's Hospital, something like that. And yeah, I was actually born. I forgot about this bit, but I was born with a hole in my heart. Born in the plough. Oh, what is that? A pub? Yeah, I was born with a hole in my heart, actually. And when I was born, it was quite bad, I believe. Do correct me if I'm wrong, mother, like I said. But it slowly fixed itself. Marston Green, sorry. That's the pub in Coleshill. There's the Coach, the Red Lion. I think there is the Plough, actually. My mum used to work in the Swan. Is that where you used to work, Mum? Back in your day, about 10 years ago. Maybe 20 years ago. And yeah, so I had a hole in my heart. It was pretty bad when I was born. They were going to operate and crack me open. It might have been before my mother's time. After my mother's time, should I say. Sorry, Mum. But facts are facts, I guess. But yeah, it slowly started closing itself up. So there is that. The only way it really affects me... I'm at Marston Green Hospital. Sorry. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here, Mother. What a beautiful woman. But yeah, it slowly started closing itself up, actually. So we didn't have to operate, which was good, but we went up for yearly checkups. So there is that. But yeah, the only way it was affect me really is I was told not to go scuba diving just because of the pressure on your heart. And obviously just to kind of be careful with exercise in general, because obviously you can push your heart pretty hard, or as hard as you want when you exercise. So I always got told to be careful. Let me carry you on COD. I don't play COD, my brother. Not anymore. I used to play Call of Duty 4 quite a lot. My wife was born in Marston Hospital. Knew there was a reason they got rid of it. Probably because I'd been there. But yeah, I went to primary school in Coleshill as well. Coleshill C of E Primary School, actually. I actually really enjoyed my time at school. It was a good time, especially primary school. I had a good time. But I was always a big lad. I've always been a chubby chap. I don't think I've got any pictures around me of me being a little porker when I was little. But yeah, I always used to blame my mum for that one. Feeding me too much when I was young. And then I started playing, it was my passion, and probably would still be if things hadn't happened differently. But I started playing rugby at the age of sort of 6 or 7 for a club called Old Salts, which was really fun. I used to really, really enjoy my rugby. I used to play in the front row. For those of you who know rugby, that's where the bigger chaps go. Not so tall, but just balls. Like little balls we were. Little heavy balls. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed my rugby. I remember my old man took me there for my first time to play, which was really good. And I played that for quite a few years. You know, you were born at My sister was born at Marston Green. I thought that, but I just didn't want to correct you because that just sounded silly. Thanks, Mom. Ah, well. I mean, that's me though. It's me and you, I guess. It wouldn't. We can't have too much of a serious chat. It's the seriousness there. The seriousness is there, but nothing wrong with messing up and having a bit of fun, is there, guys? It's normal. Nothing wrong with good hope. There's nothing wrong with your mom not even knowing you were born either. But here we go. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. And I mean, through the whole of school, really, well, especially primary school, I was a bit of a class clown. I like making people laugh. I really, really enjoy making people laugh. And I enjoy being a bit silly. I've never took life too seriously, to be perfectly honest. Which I know sounds quite weird for a life coach, because I do take life quite seriously now, but I like to say I take it with a pinch of salt. You've got to have a laugh, you've got to have a giggle, but you've got to take the important stuff seriously now, which I never used to do. Everything was a joke. Everything was a bit of a laugh. So yeah, that's my sort of primary school years, really. Not a lot really happened. Just plodded on like a normal little kid and played my rugby and played kiss chase, and wasn't very good at it because I was overweight, so the girls always got away from me, but here we go. So I used to just chase the other larger men as well. I'm joking. But then I think it was around sort of 10, 11 years old. My old dear and my father split up, unfortunately. I think I was about 10, 11, something like that. It was like towards the end of primary school. Yeah, and at the time, I guess I didn't think it really affected me much. But obviously I'll talk about it more in a little bit more in a minute. But yeah, stuff like that at that age can really knock you. So yeah, it's important to know that. But yeah, they broke up. Reason being really was, and again, mother, correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't mind, obviously. My dad, unfortunately, was drank quite a bit and was into his drugs. So yeah, obviously, growing up around that isn't the best for a young chap and chapette for my sister. So I guess that decision was made. And yeah, I'll never forget that one. I'll never forget my old man sitting me down and telling me that he had to leave the house. That, like I said at the time, but because I made a laugh and joke of everything, I guess I did sort of laugh it off in a weird way. But yeah, I didn't realise till later how much that can actually affect you. So yeah, that's the younger years. And then at that time as well, I started secondary school, which I guess for a lot of people is daunting enough as it is. But yeah, being overweight, your mum and father just splitting up and going into primary school and all secondary school all at the same time was quite a lot for little old Luke. But we soldiered on. Like I said, we sort of laughed and joked our way through everything, and we always made it through. So that was that. I didn't really get bullied at school. I wouldn't say I got bullied. I mean, some the older kids made the odd joke, but again, like I'd just make all their friends laugh, mostly at them, with my jokes and my witty banter, which my mother's blessed me with. Very quick-witted. They'd say something and I'd take the mick out of myself even better. And then, it kind of shut them up. It's a good way to shut the bullies up. But I guess it was just all a mask. Mask? It was very posh of me, wasn't it, guys? It was a mask, shall we say, for how I actually felt deep down. Yeah, that was the start of secondary school, which I actually really enjoyed school. I loved school. I thought it was really good. I mean, now I do think that school's a bit of a waste of time, should we say. Can't make fun if you're laughing at yourself. That's what I thought, mate, yeah. That's the one. So I did make a bit of a crack at myself. And yeah, they never really knew how to deal with it. I think I was like a little bit like beyond my years from quite a young age as well, which really helped. So I'm going to start playing a little bit just because obviously I probably should have done an RL chat for this one, just thinking about it. I don't know, take it 12 minutes to queue for this. I guess we'll practice with some hands there. But yeah, and then, so my dad had moved out at this point. They'd split up. My dad had moved out. We saw my dad. You said mask. I did. I know you speak well. Bath mask. That's from you. But yeah, still saw my dad a little bit. I think it was once a Wednesday. Every Wednesday, something like that, and really enjoyed my time with him. He was my best friend, and we used to go swimming a lot. Don again, Chamsley Wood Swimming Baths with the yellow snake slide, if you remember it. We used to go there and really enjoyed myself. It was good fun. Get off me. Yeah, when I was
arriving at watch point.
So it's 2007.
Select your hero.
So whenever that was. Chamsley Wood, yeah, man. It's 15 years ago now. Unfortunately, my old man did pass away. At the time, I didn't really sort of ask a lot, but I do believe that the drink and drugs got better of him. I think when he was found, he was actually empty of the drink and drugs, but I think, you know, the years of doing them took its toll. So yeah, I'll never forget the day. My mother, bless her, took me into a room. My best friend, well, one of my best friends, I've got some really good friends now, actually was at my house at the time. My mother took me away, let me know that my father had passed away, unfortunately. And yeah, she said the first thing I said was I knew it was coming, which I think I did a little bit. Like, I knew he wasn't well, but I think I'd always believed that he would get better. But again, I think that was a bit of a mask to actually being upset. And, you know, I had two thoughts on my mind straight away as well. One was, oh crap, my best friend's here. This is awkward for him. And, oh shit, my sister's back home soon. And she's going to be absolutely devastated. So, yeah, me being me, as usual, kind of just thought about others first. One is, like, I am quite a compassionate person anyway, and that's just kind of 28th of December. Oh yeah, because I was playing on my new PlayStation that you just bought me. Thanks, Mum. But yeah, so yeah, quite a compassionate person. So I started thinking about my sister first and my friend, and also again another way of masking it, really, how I really felt. And yeah, that was that. That's the old bit about my old man passing away, and that was, like I say, that was at secondary school when I was sort of 13 years old, and yeah, quite a tough thing to deal with, but I sort of palmed it off, as we say. How they got old already? And we did. So yeah, and then after that. Shortly after that, to be honest, I don't know how quickly after. Well, no, at that point, I'm so sorry. We'd moved away from Coleshill, and I'd moved to Stratford upon Avon, near there. I'll just say that because it's easier. I'm not going to play this Hanzo, this McCree, because I'm terrible at him. Yeah, we'd moved away to Stratford, and that was year 8. So I'd done a year at that secondary school. I made some good friends, and then unfortunately had to move away. Lost my old man, and had to make new friends as a large chap as well. So it was all fairly hard to deal with, I guess. And then yeah, sort of plodded on through school. Hadn't cried about my old man passing away, which was really strange. Not even on my own. Like, it just, like I said, I immediately just thought about everyone else, which was weird, and just palmed it off out of my mind, and just sort of cracked on with life. And then yeah, got through secondary school, which was which again was really fun. I mean, at school I never really applied myself a hell of a lot, which a lot of people found annoying, because I guess I was naturally fairly academic. But I just wasn't bothered. I just really wasn't bothered. It didn't interest me learning about science and history and things like that. And I've always been a strong believer of do what you love. As you can see, guys, this guy cannot shoot at all. He's even missing them. I might go back to winning and tanking. This is too difficult to do. And yeah, through secondary school, I just spent a lot of time being the class clown again. But through secondary school, I was a little bit different because I used to try and make the teachers laugh a lot more. I don't know why. Just sort of kept them on my side. I never actually got in trouble at school. I was in detention once for not wearing the right shoes. And then I remember my mum turned up and told the head teacher to send me back into class. And they very quickly obliged. I don't know if you remember that one. I definitely remember that one though. That was quite funny. Let me just see. Sorry guys, I've got a lot of this wrote down just because yeah, I didn't want to forget any of it and just make sure you all knew exactly what had happened. So yeah, through secondary school, that was that. Didn't really apply myself a lot. I managed to pass all my exams. I got C's, I think, in everything, just because my exams were good, but my coursework was absolutely terrible. And yeah, that was that really. Then we moved on. No, you don't remember that. I do. I was in isolation because I had the wrong shoes on at school, and you came in and said, "Well, I ain't gonna buy him some," so get him back into lesson. It was quite funny. I hate doing things. The tosser. And then yeah, secondary school, done. Passed everything, and then I mean at the time, guys, and I'm sure a lot of you, if you were at that age, had no idea what they wanted to do in life. But I literally had zero idea. I had no real interests.
Back in the saddle again.
God, yeah, and I think that a lot of it is to do with my old man passing away and me not dealing with it, and I just became a people pleaser. Really, I had no idea what I wanted to do, which I guess really sucks. I'm terrible at McCree. And then we went to college. Well, I say we went to college. Like I said, I had no idea what I wanted what to do. Everyone had signed up to college or grammar school or what's it called, sixth form, and it was a few days before college. I hadn't done anything and I just thought, I'll go to college. And I just picked up 3 random A levels, or 4: economics, accounting, business and photography. I think they were the last ones that were left as I've walked into the building and asked to go to college. So yeah, we started at college again. I've literally always been a big chap up to last year. Next year? I hope not. Well, I know it won't happen.
I never thought I'd see this place.
And yeah, college again. I really enjoyed it. I love interacting with people, as you guys in here know. I love speaking to people. I love interacting with people. I love sort of learning from people, their experiences, and I'm kind of big on like body language and stuff like that as well. So yeah, I just spent most of my time socialising, to be perfectly honest. And college is where I started to smoke the devil's lettuce, Satan spinach, whatever you want to call it. And that's when things, I wouldn't say went south, but didn't go anywhere. Basically, from there, I started smoking every single day, without fail. And also, as we all start doing at 17, 18 years old, drinking. I wasn't much of a big drinker. I didn't drink till I was literally like 17, 18, and that was all because of my old man. Obviously, he passed away from drinks and drugs, so I stayed away from it as much as I could. But then when I hit 17, 18, I can't remember the exact ages, I started up, as we should say, and smoked every day. And then the drinking I was alright with, to be fair. I didn't drink at home. I never really fancied drinking, but when I went out and drunk, the good green, when I went out and drunk, I was an absolute state. Like, I would, I'd sit and drink 15 pints, loads of shots. This game is going to nowhere. I thought it'd just be good for you guys to have something to watch in the background, to be honest. Well, hop on Rocket League. I think it's a bit easier to play. I need to find my Overwatch CD. Find it, Don. Find it. Missed this game. Yeah, I'm playing terribly though, but I'm much better at winning. I'm not terrible at aim. I think I might go over to Rocket League. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, I think I might go to Rocket League. Junkrat. I used to really like Junkrat. Let me have a look. But yeah, we started the old Saint Spinach. We started drinking as well. But like I say, when I drank, again, I love entertaining people. I love making people laugh, and I found. Yeah, it is Specky. I'm thinking that I'm going to quickly switch over, guys. I don't usually switch games midstream, but I've lost my train of thought a lot of times. I do apologise. Let me just pop to this. Hopefully it works. Ping. There we go. So Rocket League should load up now. I am sorry, guys. I'm going to switch over. It's very difficult to play that game while talking. Yeah, and I found a really good way to entertain people was to get absolutely smashed. And yeah, just kind of do what I wanted, really. And yeah, I mean, when I got silly drunk, I mean, Mom, you can probably remember a few times. I mean, one time in Stratford, I got that drunk, I took all my clothes off, jumped in the canal, and then I walked 9 miles home in my bare feet, with my bare feet. I don't know if you remember that, but when I came through the door, you like put me into bed and wrapped me in like 6 quilts because I was like pretty much had hypothermia at the time. So yeah, that was those were my drinking days. They're pretty nuts, to be honest. But I didn't drink a hell of a lot. It's just when I drank, I was a bit of a binge drinker. Yeah, and then also around that sort of time, like 17, 18, I started my rugby back up a little bit more. Because I missed it. I hadn't played it for a few years. Started playing that at Worcester. Worcester Warrior Colts, which I really enjoyed again. I was a bit out of my depth. You okay? I'm going for a shower. I'm all gravy. Thank you, mother. Thank you. These bits are a bit sort of closer to the time, so I can remember these a bit better. But yeah, played rugby again. Absolutely loved it. And I'll never forget, I don't know if you guys know rugby, but Andy Good, one of the rugby players for... Sorry guys, I'm just switching things up. You got married at Kozel Social Club? No way. Go on, buddy. Talk. Yeah, guys, if you got any questions while I'm talking, because obviously I'm just badgering at you here, and I will finish my story. St. Paul's Crescent is where my stepdad lived in the flats. Ah, okay. Small world, it really is. So you can hear that now. That's good. Sorry, I don't know why this is messed up, guys. I really do apologise. Well, I do know why it's messed up. I know exactly why it's messed up. I need to go and fix it. I've got all the wrong stuff. I don't know. It's because, do you know what? I've messed about with the settings a bit, and I've duplicated too many things. I need to fix it after the stream. Right. Yeah. So played the rugby, and Andy Good, I remember, never forget, I was training with him one day, and he turned around and said, "You're going to earn 50 grand a year one day." And that was it then. That was my passion anyway. I loved it, and I knew that was what I was going to do when I was older. Unfortunately, I jumped into a... used to tell everyone I fell, because I used to lie to people, but I jumped into a river, basically, and I smashed my knee to pieces, like... I don't know if I can actually... No, I don't think I'll be able to get it out for you. But, yeah, I mean, I jumped in, hit my foot off my knee off the rock. And when I came above the water, like, you could literally see my kneecap. It was crazy. Ambulance came and got me. And then I was in hospital for 5 weeks on a drip. I had 3 major operations. I caught blood poisoning. I can't remember the fancy name for it. If anyone can help me out on that one. Yeah, that's noise. Is that not picking that up now? Oh, sorry, guys. I do apologise for this. We're having slight issues with our stuffs. There we go. So yeah, my knee was in absolute pieces, guys. So that was my rugby dream over. Your boy couldn't play ever again. So well, I probably could soon. But that was pretty much it for then. Then I finished college. Well, I dropped out of accounting, I dropped out of economics, and I just did photography and business, and I passed both of them. So I had 2 A-levels. Still had no idea what I wanted to do in life, because I thought it was going to be the rugby, and I couldn't do that anymore. I have a plan B, guys. And yeah, I was pretty lost in the world, to be perfectly honest. So I started working at a debt collection agency. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys. That was heartbreaking, that job was. I used to work on what they called the vulnerable team, and I used to deal with single mothers that were sort of, I don't know, 10, 15 grand's worth of debt, 4 children, and used to just sit crying on the phone for half an hour at a time, and it was vile. We had, them threatening suicide, all sorts, and that was, for like 16 grand a year, and you used to, can't pay you, take it away. I wish I did that one. But no, mine was, oh God, it was so tough. Like, I used to go home just thinking about it, and for the money, it was horrible. But, I mean, it was fairly rewarding if you did help them out, which I did always try my best to do, because that's the sort of person I am. Can't take it. You're a sausage, you are, Max. I'm glad you're here, though, buddy. I'm glad you're here for 16k. It's an awful job. Yeah, mate, it was absolutely crazy. I mean, I weirdly quite liked being on the phone trying to help these people out. But that's not a bad shot. Oh, he's gone for the crossbar there. But yeah, it just, for a job that you have to take home like that, it's just not enough. I mean, this was 10 years ago. So, I basically was sat there one day on a Monday, and I just thought, nah, I'm alright, thanks. So I basically handed my notice in there and then, and thanks to my mother, who helped me out a lot with funds, I booked a one-way ticket to Vietnam, which I know sounds a bit crazy, and this was at about 21, 22. But it's just what I really wanted to do. I really wanted to go and see the world a little bit, and see other cultures, but kind of be in it a bit more, not just like visit for a week. Like, I wanted to be in it. That's a good shot, that is. Oh, sorry. That's my bad, that is. So yeah, went travelling. Did Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand. I can't remember how long I did in total. I think it was like 4 or 5 months, maybe even 6. I genuinely can't remember how long I did it for. But honestly, guys, if any of you ever get the chance to do it, I've just completely passed the ball. Whoopsie. Go and do it. It's amazing. And I tell you what, one thing that teaches you is gratitude. I know it sounds really, really, really cliche, but honestly, the people over there have nothing. And I mean nothing. They barely have a roof over their head. They barely have food to eat, and they are so happy and grateful every day just to be alive. So yeah, sometimes living back around here, or just in society like these, when people are moaning about all these first world problems, it genuinely breaks your heart. So yeah, if anyone, they still give whatever. Yeah, mate, it's actually nuts. Like, if they had like a pound, they would give you that whole pound. If you asked for it, like, I don't know what it is. It's beautiful. It's probably the best word to describe it. But that really, 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 really taught me gratitude, and just to appreciate things that we have. I mean, when I moved to Stratford, I mean, if you know Stratford, I had a very, very lucky, nice upbringing. Oh, did we like that, guys? Go on, someone else shoot. Oh, so yeah, I've lived well. I've lived all right, and I've seen the really bad side of things. But yeah, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. Cambodia was definitely my favourite, by a long shot. But again, I had a few stupid drunken nights there, lost a lot of money, and ended up losing my card as well. So I had to come back a little bit early. I was planning on spending a lot of time out there, but I didn't in the end, unfortunately. But we live and learn. Oh, he scored a goal as well. Not bad. So yeah, that's me up to there. And then we came back. I got a random job. Where was that? At a pallet company. And it was very much like the debt collection, but with pallets instead. So what we did... I'm so sorry, team. I've got to change this over to Rocket League. I've just realised. Just so people know I'm playing the right game. Done. There we go. So yeah, a random pallet company, which, I mean, I didn't really like, but we used to basically collect pallets back from distribution centres that we'd send them off to, because they were like rented pallets. And he just scored a very similar goal to what I had. Done one. Tried to do the other, but didn't. And then, yeah, I moved across then. Where did I go then? I went to... the place that I've recently just left, which is a logistics company based in Birmingham. And I started as an administrator, and then within sort of 2 or 3 days they promoted me to a senior advisor. And then after about 8 months, I think I went to supervisor, and then after that I managed the whole floor. I've always sort of, if I put my head down and do things, I kind of do well at them, and I did put my head down and do things at that job just because, I had no plans, I had no degrees, I had no qualifications, I had no plan B. What a save. So yeah, I just tend to just work hard at whatever I do just to try and make the best of it, and at least it's an option then. But yeah, that was that. So we we unfortunately left there Friday. Bye, Felicia. That's that. But I mean, yeah, over this the course of these sort of 4 years, again, I lost a bit of weight actually during the 4 years, but then I put it all back on. I again was drinking stupidly on the weekends. I'd always lose a phone, I'd always lose a wallet. One story was, I got so drunk at the work do that I lost my jacket, my wallet, my phone, my keys, and I woke up on the floor outside Betfred. It was freezing. I was just in a t-shirt and trousers. So yeah, and again, I think a lot of it was because I really enjoyed weirdly going into work and everyone being like, ha, did you see Luke the weekend? But I guess it took its toll. I then got into a relationship with a young lady, and I was with her for about a year. It was a really challenging relationship for me mentally. I put a lot into it. Emotionally, mentally, I put a lot into it, a hell of a lot into it. So yeah, and then we unfortunately broke up, and this is sort of the interesting part. So when she broke up with me, we mutual, it was kind of in the middle. One of them, it happens. She basically said to me that she needed to find herself, as they say, which I understood. But that was what my dad said to me when he sat me down. 2 seconds, guys. Yeah, all them years ago, that's exactly what he said to me. He needed to go and fix himself. So, it basically triggered something in my mind. I mean, you develop these natural sort of reflexes, if you like. But yeah, it triggered something in my mind that happened to me 15 years ago, which I never ever dealt with. And it was so similar that, yeah, it was basically like going through it again. And I somewhat lost it, shall we say. I didn't know what was going on at the time. I had no idea, because I was so people split up all the time and they get upset, but I was not well at all. I used to the room used to shake, it was really physical as well. I didn't sleep. I was somewhat, I don't want to say pathetic, that's not the right word to use, but desperate. Sorry, that is the word to use. I was very desperate, very, very desperate. Got very beggy, all that sort of thing, and it was because I was basically going through this very, very traumatic experience for me, because it had brought back up all these things that happened to me 15 years ago that I never dealt with. So yeah, after maybe, I don't know, a month or two of completely somewhat losing my mind, I decided to take the plunge and go into therapy. So I put myself into therapy, which was one of the hardest things, the hardest thing I've probably ever done. I remember making that phone call to the therapist and just crying. I couldn't even say hello. It was crazy, because I think I knew this was the start of the change, and I knew how difficult it was going to be. But I put my big boy trousers on, made the call, And yeah, like I said, I sat there for maybe 10-15 minutes just crying, trying to say hello to this lady down the phone. She was incredibly patient with me. She was absolutely beautiful. And that was the start of that. So I decided to... I'm quite an impatient person. I like things to happen relatively quickly. So I did... Well, that's a nice shot. That was a really nice shot. So I put myself into weekly therapy. Oh, I don't usually forfeit, sorry. And I did that for 6 months. And I tell you now, guys and girls, best thing I ever did. And I would strongly suggest, if you are feeling a bit lost or anything like that, firstly come to me for life coaching. I've got your back. But seriously, therapy is incredible. If anyone has been through therapy here and wouldn't mind sort of talking about it, then please do. But if not, that's also completely fine. It's quite a hard thing to maybe admit. I don't know. But yeah, it was incredible. I learned so much. And I learned at that point that, you know, it had triggered my old man passing away. And I finally got to grieve. Oh, it was tough. It was really tough. Sorry. Oof. Probably shouldn't have... 1 second, guys. Ooh. Probably shouldn't have surrounded my computer with pictures of him. Which I will show you later. Where was I? Someone help me out. I've lost my train of thought there. Whew. If anyone could get me back on track, that would be brilliant. How did I choose a therapist? I called quite a few, buddy. Good question. I called quite a few, and this one just like, I don't know, it just she just clicked with me. I felt good opening up to her. not Gecky boy. No, I need to giggle, boys. I need to giggle. Oh God. Yeah. She just, I don't know. I just kind of clicked with this one. It just felt right talking to this one. Yeah. It just happens, I guess, mate. Like, I don't know. I called her for a couple, and you know, some I just called and said hello to and spoke to, and then I don't know. This one, she said hello, and phew, that was it. I just burst out crying, and I think then I knew. It's like when you see a puppy in the shower that you want. If you need to giggle, you know what I am. I will try. I told you I'd get emotional, guys, but that's exactly why I'm doing this, because I want to be completely open and honest with you guys. Oh, they've lost a player. That means I might actually win a game tonight. But yeah, I learnt a hell of a lot, and I finally got to grieve. Who invited the schmuck? Finally got to grieve for my old man, which was lovely. Yeah, it was really tough. I mean, grieving for someone that you'd lost 15 years ago is probably one of the strangest experiences you'll ever go through. Hopefully, you guys. What a goal! That was for my old man. It was one of the strangest experiences I'd ever been through, but it was good. You too. Positivity in chat. Don't you start scrapping. But yeah, guys, like I said, it finally meant I got to grieve for my old man, and a couple of weeks ago actually was the first time. Thank you. Was the first time I went to visit his grave, which again was crazy, crazy emotional. But again, it was really good. 1v1 UKN. You two as sausages. And also as well, I never, which I do regret now, but you can't change things, guys, so I don't dwell on it. But I didn't go to his funeral either, just because I hadn't acknowledged he'd gone. In my head, he wasn't gone. Which again, it's probably strange for some of you guys that do deal with things well, or you know, have been through stuff like that and acknowledged it and grieved on it and stuff. But for me, yeah, like I said, I was too busy pleasing other people and thinking about other people rather than myself. And yeah, so grieved for my old man. went to the therapy, did all that, and when I came out of therapy, I felt really good. I felt really positive. I'm the same, mate. Just bottle it up. Yeah, it's. I'll talk a little bit more about that, Cam, if you can keep that thought on hold, because it's a really important point I want to make. I've actually wrote it down, so I'll probably remember anyway, but it's a huge point I want to make a little bit later. Most people feel that way when they close. It's unbelievable that they're gone. Yeah. I mean, like my sister, bless her, she cried for probably a year. My sister is so strong. She's so much better at dealing at stuff like that than me. But she's not scared to be sad, and she's not scared to show her emotions. And I think one big thing was, it was me, my sister, my mom. And when your old man passes away, you kind of take that mantle as the man of the house. So, I had to keep strong for them. So it's finally my time to be, to feel, and it's nice to feel, guys. Although I'm getting very emotional now, and it's kind of hard to talk. It's much better than bottling it up. After the therapy, I just kind of found myself a little bit. It was really good. I just started walking. That's all I started doing. I was 147 kilograms, 24 stone. I was a big guy, and I just started walking. I just thought, now I've been through this. I finally grieved my old man. I finally put most of my demons away. It's time to live the best life. So I did that. I watched a lot of help self stuff and all that jazz. And it was kind of at that time I realised I really wanted to start helping people that were in or are in a similar boat to me. I think a lot of us, like Keck pretty much just said there, we are in denial. So I can't help but joke about things sometimes still. My therapist and I did work on it, I promise. Oh, I could have scored that. I really, 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 really genuinely, there's no ulterior motive. There's no, I want to be a millionaire. It's going to bloody happen, I'll tell you that now. But I just genuinely want to help people. I don't want people, because I wasted 10 years of my life, as far as I'm concerned, sat in a room, in a mediocre job, playing games. I mean, I clocked up 5,000 hours on Rust alone, and that's just Rust. And, like I said, I didn't work on my in real life character. I only worked on, it's crazy how you can, log on to a game and, like World of Warcraft and grind your levels for 12 hours, but you won't bother going for a walk for half an hour for yourself. I think that's mental, that we do that. I'm not saying people are bad for it or anything, because that was me for 10 years, literally, but I just think, it's sad. It's really upsetting for me. So, like I said, watched a lot of my self-help stuff, things like that, and then I saw this life coaching stuff, and I was like, what is that? What the hell is that? I started watching it. Do you not play the game for yourself? I do now. Yeah, I play for my entertainment. It's my it's more of a hobby now, and I enjoy doing it here and there. But I mean, I'm not sat at a computer 12 hours a day is not doing anything for yourself, as far as I'm concerned. Sorry if I hit any bones or nerves with people, but that's my opinion. I think you're doing absolutely nothing for yourself. I think to say to yourself that's entertainment is a lie. Personally, because what are you achieving? What are you doing? Nothing, really. 47 subs. Yes, knobs for them. That's why, really. And more so as well, going back to kind of what Cam said, and does relate to my old man passing away as well. He didn't really have anyone to talk to, I guess. And especially back then, you be a man, and we don't talk about our feelings, and we man up, and we just get over things. Knobs are dying. It would not be a serious stream without me fucking up and saying something stupid like that, would it? while I'm in the middle of crying my eyes out. But yeah, Knobs, thanks for popping in. And you were my first ever subscriber. I'll never forget that, buddy. But yeah, that's another thing. Obviously, like, my main audience is going to be gamers. But I am sorry, ladies. I will, obviously, if you want some life coaching and weight loss stuff, I'll 100% work with you guys. But I really, 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 really want to get men talking a bit more about mental health and their emotions and, yeah, all that sort of stuff. I mean, it seems it's not cool and stupid if you do. I mean, I don't know who agrees with me, but yeah, I want to get us guys talking, man. And hopefully today, you guys seeing me cry my eyes out. Men don't cry. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. As much as we joke and stuff like that, it's not. It's a horrible thing to have to pretend you're okay for 10 years of your life. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, and it ruined me as a person. But now I'm back. I'm back fighting, and I'm gonna smash it. So yeah, I really, really want to get the men talking. I think it's a sense of accomplishment you get from games when you win. It's easy to fall in when you feel stagnant. Yeah, it's all about the dopamine hits, mate. I mean, you know, if you're get a bit scientific on you, but you know, if you're getting no dopamine hits from real life, what's the easiest thing to do? Pick this up and score a goal or shoot someone in the head. Absolutely, mate. You're completely right. That is the science behind it, to be honest. So you've absolutely smashed it there. Yeah, it's very, very quick and easy. And like I say, a lot of people joke about it and whatnot, but yeah, us men don't talk about it. And like I said, I don't know if it would have helped him, but I think if my old man might have had someone to talk to, he maybe could have got better quicker and maybe made it through. Who knows? I don't like to think what ifs, but yeah. So along with Ready Up in real life, where I'll be doing, oh my god, even now, man, took someone close to me to A&E, and the doctor just told him to harden up and tried to give him painkillers to help with sleep instead of actually sorting the problem. It's disgusting, mate. It's absolutely disgusting. I hate doctors as it is anyway. Don't get me started on doctors. They just give you a pill and wish you all the best. It's vile. It's not fair. Like, I just really don't think it is. I mean, you know, there are certain points where you have to man up. I mean, you know, if someone walks through my front door and my mum and my sister here, I'm going to man up and I'm going to take the mantle. I'm going to, I don't know, grab a knife out the drawer and I'll try and sort it out as best as I can. I'd never expect my mum to do that. But when it comes to your emotions and talking about how sad you are, then it's, you know, it's just not deemed normal. It's one thing I absolutely love my mum for. She's brilliant. She's never sort of told me to man up or get her over it. She's always been very supportive in that sense, if you like. But yeah, good point, mate. I feel men think they will be judged and mocked for saying how they feel, so they hold it in. Yeah, that's exactly it, buddy. Of course they do. Especially from people like Keck. I mean, Keck's probably a prime example. As funny as he thinks it is, he's one of them. Being a man doesn't mean not having feelings. Yeah, well, I think that's kind of where society's got it wrong. You know, I might be thinking a bit wrong. He is what he is, Specky. He is what he is. But yeah, guys. I hope that wasn't too, I don't know, whatever to watch, but it was me on paper, black and white. I've been through some more things, which maybe I'll talk about as well, but that's the brunt of it. And like I said, why I really, really wanted to start doing the life coaching was to, one, help gamers specifically. You know, I want you to still enjoy your games, and, you know, because it's our hobby and we do all enjoy it. But yeah, I want people to have that balance and not spend 12 hours a day sat behind their computer and actually work on their real life characters, like I say. And then secondly, to get men talking about mental health and stuff. And also, along with Ready Up IRL, I will 100% be setting up a charity for men. In my old man's name, Anthony. Oh. To help get men talking again about mental health and problems. So yeah, boys and girls, that's me, that's Luke. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Oh god, that did get emotional. I hope it wasn't too much, but like I say, guys, that's just me on paper, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I just wanted you guys to know, you know, there is a genuine reason as well. I'm not here for money, and all the money from subs and everything Thanks, Cam. Whoa, we'll be going there. So yeah, that's that. Do you like the new season? Rondo just joined. Thank you for joining. Sorry, man, you just missed a really emotional half an hour there, or however long it's been going on for. Oh, an hour and a quarter. Jesus, that took a long time to give you my life story. Yeah, I've not really played a lot lately, buddy, and I'm not doing the best, to be honest. But here we go. We try. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you.